Hello and welcome to another adventure in Cardano world, where this video is going to be taking you into a place that nobody wants to hear about, and that is the lies and the perceivement of Cardano developments on the Cardano blockchain, and a lot of FUD, as they would call it. So let's start out by looking at this YouTuber on YouTube who put out a video a while back, a few weeks ago or something like that. And he's talking about the Ethiopia partnership with Cardano, and he's telling the viewers that there is no partnership and that it has been rug pulled, which is his favorite term, from the Cardano partners. And let's listen in. This is the beginning of the video.
That may actually be the case. We're going to go through all of it today. I'm going to show you some of the history of Cardano in Africa, but we're going to be starting right here with the Addis standard from Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. Ethiopia has now announced that they're rolling out student IDs integrating biometric data to issue Theta. Ethiopia's Ministry of Education and the National ID Program have announced the adoption of biometric digital ID as the official student ID for all educational institutions. This move is...
Now let's move up a little bit.
From when I'm recording this video, almost 2.5 years, April of 2021. And in April of 2021, we were in the midst of the bull market. And we were hearing about, I posted this video, the announcement of the year coming, Cardano and Ethiopia. And essentially, they had a whole section of their website, africa.cardano.org, which is no longer available. Okay, it's no longer on the Cardano website, where you could read through pretty much all of the happenings that were going on in Cardano Africa. You can see here, they had a special, they listed.
Now look below this video, and there's a title here. It says Cardano dropped by Ethiopia. Okay. Then we're going to look down a little bit farther at the comments. Charles has said he always keeps it honest, no bullshit. I'd love to know what happened here, whether it was a failure of the project or a bad fit or a bad timing. All things that can happen in business ventures, totally valid. If I smell BS in his response to this, that's a red flag for me. Hope that's not the case. So you can see what happens when YouTubers put out false information and misrepresent companies, major companies such as IOHK and Cardano. So now I want to switch over to an older article. This is March 16th, 2023. Ethiopia ID system is live. Cardano founder responds to critics. Critics claim the national ID deal between Cardano and Ethiopia had terminated. However, Cardano's founder said the ID system is now operational. So people were criticizing Charles Hoskinson and the deal between Cardano and Ethiopia way back in March, and they were contradicting Charles Hoskinson's claim that the national ID deal between Cardano and Ethiopia was actually live. They were contradicting it even after he was telling, people that it is live. And that's really sad. Now let's move on to what Charles Hoskinson has to say recently at a surprise AMA October 8th, which was yesterday.
Still a few more announcements for the end of the year. When you look at Minotaur and when you look at side chains and these things, I think people would be very, very happy about that. Plus, I guess I have a Twitter space tomorrow with Iran on midnight, and I think people will be very happy about midnight as well. On the commercial side, on our side, IO, we have ventures like RealFi Co. That's John O'Connor's company. He was director of African operations for a long time, and he did deals like the Ethiopia MOE deal, which, by the way, is still going on. It's still a thing. I love people say it's been canceled or it's a lie. It's like that's still a thing, and it kept and survived through two separate ministers of education and a war and other things like that. And there's actually a whole team that works on it. They're part of our PI process and they integrate quite well with the Prism team. We deployed it on the old Prism 1.4, and when the Prism framework upgrades a little bit, a later version of 2.x will be the rollover to that. Remains to be seen how to scale that because there's a lot of problems in many different dimensions on how one would scale that across the entire economy, and if it's even a wise idea to do that. But it's still underway.
And there you have it, folks. Direct from the horse's mouth, like I always like to say. But for some reason, there's a lot of people on YouTube who want to try and give a perception that Cardano is failing. And I despise these people on YouTube. And they're all so high and mighty, and above everything. But it is good to see that Cardano is still in development negotiations with the country of Ethiopia and Africa, with the Atala Prism project and the educational Ministry of Finance there to help students use the Cardano blockchain and have a ID system available, giving them protection with their information and data regarding to their education and personal records. Very happy to see that. This is all I have for you today, and I just wanted to make a correction that is out on the internet, the false information, because right now, the video from this YouTuber is still live on YouTube. It's still there. He hasn't taken it down. And there's been a lot of talk from videos like this on YouTube. People getting the wrong perception and getting misinformation, and they're talking about it. They're blogging and blah, 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 blah. Making bad negative comments about Charles Hoskinson and Cardano over false information like this on YouTube. And so I just wanted to make that correction, point that out. Be careful what you listen to and read in blogs, what you read on the internet, and what you watch on YouTube, because a lot of these YouTubers, they don't understand business management. They also don't seem to understand what a NDA is, or what a agreement, the agreements, non-disclosure agreements between two businesses or corporations. They have an agreement not to discuss any internal talks and meetings until their outreach, their media outreach department is told to put out a press release and an update on the current status of the partnership. And it's really up to the company, the people in the company, to decide when they want to put out an update on the status of their partnership and make any updates to the public. And until they do make any updates to the public known, you can't trust what is being talked about on social media. You really have to listen to the horse's mouth and just wait for the information to come out and to be updated. I don't believe anything that is said on YouTube or on social media until I actually have the facts available to me. So it was really nice to hear Charles Hoskinson come out and mention Ethiopia, because I haven't really heard about him talk about Ethiopia in a long time. But and now it's public. There it is, the facts. So once again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.